The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the following program reflect views of the program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of Fremont Broadcasting LLC, its management, or its sponsors.
हेलो एंड गुड आफ्टरनून गाइस, रेडियो जिंदगी पर आप पहुंचे हैं आप और शो शुरू करने वाले हैं विच कैन चेंज द कोर्स ऑफ योर लाइफ. Exactly, that's what you'll feel when you'll hear to Dr. Saket Bhatia. The show we are starting is Saket Bhatia Astrology Show. And as I said, that it can change the course of your life because Dr. Saket Bhatia, जो कि अभी लाइव है हमारे साथ रेडियो जिंदगी 1550 AM पर, has over 25 years of experience in the field of astrology, and he is also a certified professional numerologist. Senior board member हैं at the International Association of Vedic Astrology and Numerology. और अगर आप अपनी लाइफ में कोई डायरेक्शन चाहते हैं, कोई गाइडेंस चाहते हैं, बी इट इन योर करियर, योर फाइनेंस, बिजनेस, हेल्थ, children, immigration, relationship, and much more, do connect with him. You can directly call him 408-639-5300. Once again, the number to call Dr. Saket Bhatia directly is 408-639-5300. And the studio lines will be open shortly. If you have any quick question regarding astrology या numerology, आप कॉल कर सकते हैं 510-770-1550. Once again, the studio line number where you can call for a quick question is 510-770-1550. You can get more information about Dr. Saket Bhatia through his website, saketbhatia.com, his first and last name, or you can write to him info@saketbhatia.com. With that, let's start our show today. Hello and welcome, Saket ji. कैसे हैं आप?
Good. How are you doing?
Wonderful. So, आज हम सुबह भी बात कर रहे थे about Cricket World Cup.
Cricket World Cup.
Absolutely. So, what are we going to discuss in today's show?
Well, first of all, very good afternoon to all the listeners of Radio Zindagi. It's good to be back here every week. I get a good chance to talk with all of you. I get a bunch of emails after this, lots of phone calls, people asking to talk to me. So we want to continue this pace. This week we're going to talk about jobs, career. देखिए क्या होता है?
It's high time, I think.
High time. After every show we get emails that we'd like you to talk about relationship, we'd like to talk about career, foreign travel, health. तो इस हफ्ते I think maximum appointments जो आई हैं and the maximum phone calls we've got are job related. So what I want to do is I want to discuss how an astrologer like me should look into a birth chart so we can correctly predict when you will get a job, what kind of job you'll get, the promotion you'll get, the hardships you'll get. And हमें तो पता है कि there is an economic slowdown. It's no secret, right? People are getting let go. People are, not feeling too enthusiastic about their job. So ऐसा क्या है किसी की चार्ट में जो ये इंडिकेट करता है कि आपका जॉब चेंज होगा? The reason we're trying to do this is we would like you to at least go on our website or go on any website, make your own birth chart, and after this show, look at your birth chart and see if you have those things in your chart that can clearly indicate a job change or a progress in your career.
Wow. That is not easy, of course. When you are saying it, just go look like this, and it's easier for you to say after 25 years of experience in this field. But yes, I think we can get some extract out of what we hear from you. So listeners, once again, we are starting Saket Bhatia Astrology Show, and if you have any question, 510-770-1550. Studio lines are open now. You can give us a call if you have a quick question. So let's start with the role of planets in somebody's job change.
So predicting a job change or predicting a career is a very complicated process.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to do it rather quickly when somebody calls, right? अभी कोई phone करके कहता है, I've lost my job, when will I get a job? So we have to quickly look at different parameters. It's experience that comes into play. But in all of this, the important things are the 10th house.
Okay.
देखिए, your career is decided by your first house. Your health, your look, your food, the money, everything in life is first house. जो बाकी के घर होते हैं, they are, think of them as more detailed analysis of other facets of your life. So when we look at your 10th house, that is your career success. 6th house is how many people are going to work for you or under you or the service sector you're going to be in. 10th house is आपका जो job कर रहे हो, how you react with your managers. 7th house is your house of business and partnership. So अगर हमें देखना है कि which planets impact your job in astrology, then we'll have to take this step by step. The first most important thing is the role of the planets. देखिए, in astrology we have 9 planets: Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu. Each of these planets has its own unique characteristics. They will influence your life in a unique way. So for example, Sun. Sun is independence. अगर Sun आपका first house में आ गया, chances are you're going to start your own business. अगर Sun 10th house में आ जाता है, you will do a government job. Moon is your mind. अगर Moon 10th में आ गया, you can do nursing. अगर Moon first house में आ गया, then you can do something related to property.
Okay.
So these are things I'm going to discuss on the show today, but the role of the planet is simple. Depending on the degree of the planet, where the planet is placed and the nature of the planet, we can tell you ki what kind of job you're going to do.
Okay. So that's the formula.
That is the first step. Formula to abhi tak hum pahunche nahi.
That is the first step of the formula.
Correct.
Okay. So there is a caller waiting. Can we quickly take this call?
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hi, Dr. Bhatia.
Hi, how are you?
I have a hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am doing very well. Thank you for asking. What's your name?
My name is Rakhi.
Hi, Rakhi. How can we help you?
I want to change my job, but nothing is looking good. Like I cannot do anything.
Okay. What is your date, place and time of birth?
The date is 27th August 1980.
August 27th, 1980. Okay.
Yeah. Jamshedpur. It's in Jharkhand now.
1 minute. Okay. And your time of birth?
2 a.m.
On the dot 2 a.m. You're very prompt.
Yes. Yes.
आपने एकदम टाइम पे पैदा हुए थे. And आपका क्वेश्चन एक ही है. When will you be able to change your job?
Yeah. Like better करना चाहती हूँ मैं अपना job.
नहीं, better तो करना चाहिए. Everybody has to do better. Now you were born on a Wednesday, by the way, right?
Yes. Yes.
The reason I ask is because the lord of birthdays happens to be Mercury. So anyway, आपकी अभी जो have your if I look at your birth chart, you're a Gemini ascendant, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And आपका जो main lord है Mercury, he is combust. But don't worry, combust तो most planets are almost always combust. Coming back to your job, your 10th house is ruled by Jupiter. You know that.
Okay.
And जो आपका
Yeah.
Jupiter है, he sits in the house of Leo. He's boosted by the sun. He's very strong. He's also boosted by Jupiter and Mars, which are sitting in the house of, business. What kind of profession are you doing?
I'm working in a school right now.
You work in a school. Venus is your ascendant, so teacher ho sakte ho. That's good. Now, a good time to change your job would be either when there is a dasha of the Lord of the 12th house, or there is some aspect of Jupiter on the 12th house जो नहीं है at this point of time, या जो उसके ऊपर जो planet जो जा रहा है that. So I'm looking right now, you have Mercury, Moon, Mercury dasha. It's very hard for you to get a job in this dasha. उसके बाद Mercury, Moon, Ketu आता है. The earliest I see you getting a job would actually happen somewhere in Mercury, Moon, Rahu dasha, which you'll have to wait till June 2024.
Oh, next year. Okay.
You may get something, but even if you do, it won't give you the satisfaction, the happiness you want. You will again try to find something better. So,
Oh.
but
Okay.
two things. One, wait till June. And second, appreciate that you have a job.
Okay.
Many people don't. And your Mercury is actually a weak planet. आपका Mercury थोड़ा सा कमजोर है. इसकी शतबाला is a little low. You need to make that a little stronger. Okay? That's
Okay.
it. Chalo, good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. Listeners, आप भी अगर कॉल करना चाहते हैं for any quick question you have right now, Dr. Saket Bhatia is live on air on Radio Zindagi. 510-770-1550 is the studio line number. You can give us a call. If you would like to connect with Dr. Saket Bhatia for a detailed consultation, 408-639-5300 is his direct number, or you can get more information through his website, saketbhatia.com. So we have another caller waiting.
Okay.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Yeah, hi, Dr. Bhatia.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Vibha. Do I start with my name?
It's always helpful,
And
Vibha, that we know who you are.
okay, okay. And I just applied for my job promotion. I was just wondering if I'm due for it. Will I get it? I just went for my interview 2 days back.
Interview for job promotion?
Yes,
Okay. And what is your date of birth?
it will be November 23rd, 69.
November 23rd, 1969.
Yes, please.
Okay. And your time of birth?
Will be 4 o'clock in the morning.
And your place of birth?
Delhi.
So just to reiterate, November 23rd, 1969, Sunday, 4 o'clock in the morning in New Delhi.
Yes.
Okay, आपकी जो chart है,
हाँ जी.
you're a Gemini ascendant, just like the previous lady we had.
Okay.
आपका moon और Saturn बैठा है 8th house में.
हाँ
I
जी.
see you have an exalted Mars, you have a debilitated Saturn. ये debilitated Saturn थोड़ा सा परेशान करता है. What profession are you in?
I'm into airlines.
Airlines. So you're looking for a promotion. Promotion होता है typically when your 10th Lord Dasha would come or there'd be some aspect. I don't see an aspect, but I do see a Dasha. Dasha तो आ रही है Jupiter, Venus, Mercury की. That comes 22nd November 2023 and that Dasha ends in April 8th, 2024. Will you get a promotion? You should. It again depends. Actually hold that thought because आपकी D9 chart में your Mars is exalted. So the chance that you should get a promotion is I would say close to 85 to 90%. But after November 22nd, 2023, not before that.
Okay.
And
All right.
and one more thing, November 23rd is your birthday, so happy birthday. We may not talk before that, so have a good one.
Thank you so much. If I get the good news, I'll come to Radio Zindagi with mithai.
Please do. We'll be here to receive you.
Okay.
We're looking forward to that mithai. Thank you so much for your call. So as I heard when you were talking to both the callers, you mentioned Dasha in there, that if there will be a Dasha, then you might get this. So what is the role of Dasha in predicting a job change?
So पहले तो let's understand planets. हम 10th house study करते हैं. The 10th house is the most important house for career, right? If there is any planet which is good in the 10th house, it will make your chances of getting a job very strong. The 10th house lord means the planet that owns this 10th house. अगर वो strong है तो it will also help your chances of getting promotion, starting a business. On the other hand, अगर वो lord negative है, then he will cause a little bit of suffering, a little bit of hardship. आपके career में काफी ups and downs लेके आते हैं. अभी now your question is दशा. So let's understand दशा होती क्या है. आपने सुना होगा दशा होती है, अंतरदशा होती है.
जी.
So when you're born, moon is sitting in a nakshatra. उस नक्षत्र से आपकी दशा स्टार्ट होती है.
Okay.
For every human being, dasha starts with placement of moon in the nakshatra. Simple. And dasha sequence होती है. केतु आता है, Venus, Sun, Moon. ये दशा आती है. They come in the same order for everybody, depending on where it starts. And some dashas can last. Saturn is 19 years. Rahu could be 18 years. Mars could be 7 years. तो ये दशा आती है ना. अगर आपके 10th house में planet placed है और उसकी दशा चल रही है, chances of you getting a job change are very good.
Okay.
अगर दशा के बीच में अंतरदशा है एंड जो प्लैनेट 10th हाउस में बैठा है उसकी अंतरदशा चल रही है, योर चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग अ जॉब आर गुड. बट मेक श्योर जो दशा है एंड अंतरदशा, दोस दशा अंतरदशा लॉर्ड्स आर फ्रेंड्स. इफ दे आर नॉट
Okay.
फ्रेंड्स and you get promoted, you're going to have a lot of hardships. You're going to have challenges, struggles in your career. ऐसी चीजें होती हैं. Now, another thing you have to worry about when जब दशा होती है is not just planet sitting but also the lord of the 10th house. अगर 10th house lord की दशा चल रही है and he is getting a boost from some friends, you'll do incredibly well. Let's say you have Saturn, which is your 10th house lord. Chances are you'll be stuck in the same job. Responsibilities भी मिल जाएगी आपको, but you're not going to get money. You're not going to get the recognition. You're just going to struggle and get hard work. वो दशा खत्म होती है, then maybe you'll get a promotion. Jupiter की aspect उसके ऊपर आती है, then you'll get promoted. So we have learned we have to study the 10th house, the 10th house lord, the dasha of the 10th house lord, dasha of the planet sitting in the 10th house. We also have to study the aspect on the 10th house. Aspect means drishti. The planet hota hai, he looks. If that planet is able to look at the 10th house and he's a good planet, he will enhance it. Rahu, strong, looking at 10th house, gives promotion. Ketu, bad, looking at the 10th house, gives demotion.
Okay.
And we're still not done.
Yeah. No, let let me try and grasp it. So it is not just the placement in the house, it is also the combination and then the drishti also. Like which planet is looking at your house.
It is, yes, it is the planet in the house. It is the lord of that house. It is the dasha of them. It is the aspects of the house. It is also the yogs now.
Okay.
Yog, remember we had a show on yoga.
Yes.
So yoga, हमने क्या कहा था? Simple way to look at yoga is it's a combination.
Combination, exactly.
There are Kendar house and Kone's houses. Kendar house is 1, 4, 7 and 10. Kone houses are 1, 5 and 9. अगर ये जो दशा चल रही है, ये केंद्र और कोन की होती है, and one of them happens to sit in your 10th house or is a lord of the 10th house, you'll have beautiful results. अगर केंद्र को होती है, even better. Kendra Kone typically is a very dynamic relationship. So you'll get boost in your career. You'll get, a big success. अगर आपका राजयोग है and the राजयोग is formed in the 10th house, nothing is going to stop you from being successful.
Wow. That is a wonderful combination if you get it. And
बहुत लोगों का होता है.
अच्छा.
You've heard of missed opportunities.
Yeah.
People go for interviews, they turn down a job, they say I'm happier in my current job. Next thing you know is just company में interview किया that went public, it made millions and you missed out. Why? There was some aspect of Saturn out there that was hurting you. So those are things we have to look at very, very carefully and we're still not done. और भी काफी है जो हमने देखना है.
So, but when you describe these things, you make it sound like a very easy thing. And then there are so many calculations, so many aspects you have to look to just estimate one thing. It is not easy. It's really hard work.
See, when you look at a chart, first thing we do is, let's say you call. We look at your ascendant. Is the ascendant strong or if ascendant is weak? अगर ascendant strong है, everything is good. अगर
Okay.
ascendant weak है, your chart literally falls apart.
Oh.
So first हमने ascendant देखना है. Then we're going to look at your 10th house. Now mentally I'm going to see which planet is in the 10th house, which planet is lord of the 10th house, which planet is aspecting the 10th house mentally, and we haven't even reached the transit phase yet.
Okay.
Because हमें पता है, like Jupiter, where it is sitting today, where is Saturn, where is Rahu, where is Ketu.
Right.
So we have a mental map and we start analyzing your 10th house and then we look at your dasha and tell you accordingly what we think is going to happen.
So, but on that note, I would really like to request you all listeners जो कि सुन रहे हैं हमें अभी कि खुद करने से बहुत बेटर है कि आप ऐसे इंसान के पास जाइए जिन्हें 25 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है. एंड वन सच पर्सन इज सिटिंग राइट अक्रॉस मी, डॉक्टर साकेत भाटिया, हु हैज an in-depth knowledge in the field of astrology and numerology. Do connect with him 408-639-5300 उनका direct number है. Or if you have a quick question, do call us 510-770-1550. We have around 35 minutes more in this show. सुन रहे हैं आप साकेत भाटिया एस्ट्रोलॉजी शो विद डॉक्टर साकेत भाटिया. वेबसाइट है उनकी saketbhatia.com जहां आपको सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगी. और यू कैन रीच हिम थ्रू हिज ईमेल info@saketbhatia.com. So we have a couple of callers waiting for us. Can we quickly take calls?
Let's take one.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Yeah, hi, my name is Rumit. So my date of birth is June 19, 1986. Place of birth is Chansma. It's a small town near Mehsana, Gujarat. And the birth time is 8:48 a.m. morning.
आपका नाम क्या है?
Rumit, R-U-M-I-T.
And what is the name of the city again? Give me a bigger city close to where you live.
Mehsana, Gujarat.
Okay. Okay, so I have your chart open. And what is your question?
So I'm actually thinking to invest as a small partnership in business in the profession of my wife. So I'm in IT, she's in healthcare. So we were thinking to start some investment there, and if things work out well, make that as a full-time opportunity, like this move from job to the business side of it. So just want to understand whether we should go for it, and do you see any scope of us doing a business in the future, either part-time or full-time basis.
तो ये जो business आपको करना है, you want to do it with somebody or it's independent?
We'll start with somebody at first, and then whatever it takes. So we don't have a strong opinion on whether we want to do independent or partnership. If things work fine on a partnership basis, we are okay with that.
Okay, so looking at your chart, you're a Cancer ascendant. Cancer, आपका जो moon है, which is the lord of Cancer, is very well placed in your 4th house. You're thinking of doing what, real estate property, or what is it you want to do?
So my wife is in healthcare, so we were thinking to do a partnership in a healthcare facility.
Healthcare facility would be good for you. अभी देखते हैं, we'll have to study partnership के लिए your 7th house, because that is who you're going to work with and how. Your 7th lord, which is Saturn, is actually very well placed in the 5th house, which is house of intelligence, house of gains. आपकी नवम chart में it is sitting with Venus. I keep asking you property because that is what I see you doing. If you're in hospice, I don't see that, unfortunately. But I do see. एक और चीज आपको याद रखनी है कि आपका Saturn जो है, the Lord of Business in 5th, is excellent placement. However, it is retrograde. You're not going to get results for a while. It will take some time. अब जो दशा चल रही है वो Mercury, Venus की है. Venus दशा, Venus is aspecting the house of business, which is great. Venus is in neutral dignity. जो नवम chart में Venus is actually sitting in its own house. So if I were to tell you, starting June 2023 all the way to, and this is strange, this is March 2026, you should be able to start a business. Your business will do well, but don't expect any gains initially, because Saturn is retrograde, and in your 2nd house you have 2 planets, Galika Mandi, which are going to cause a little bit of struggle starting November 8th all the way to 26th of March 2025. That 4 months you have to be careful. But if you want detailed, what is it you want to do? Because I still don't see hospice. You can always come to us, ask us. We can guide you better on that. But वो आपको decide करना है, okay?
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. If you would like to connect with Dr. Saket Bhatia, 408-639-5300 is his direct number, 408-639-5300.
So let's talk about transits.
Okay.
So we've discussed planets in the 10th house, planets looking at the 10th house,
Yes.
planets or 10th house lords. अभी transit क्या होता है? When you were born, you had a birth chart. But today the planets are moving elsewhere.
Yeah.
So today, for example, Saturn is in one house. It may be in house number 1, 2, 3, something for you. Right? Jupiter Aries में, but कहाँ है Aries में? In my chart, Aries could be in 6th house, right? Which means expansion of service, helping people. That is Jupiter's job for me today.
Okay.
If Jupiter, however, is sitting in your 10th house, and Jupiter is a good planet, means it's in your chart, it is not planet of 3, 8, 12, तो growth देगा. Then we can tell you, go for it, you will get a promotion. पता है. On the other hand, if Jupiter happens to be lord of a bad house, we'll still tell you, go get your promotion, but don't expect too much in return. If Saturn is there, we know you're going to have struggles. राहु केतु जो होते हैं, they cause unexpected stuff. I already explained. अगर राहु होता है, he expands. केतु contracts. So that is one thing. One interesting thing I have realized, which I want to tell you, and most astrologers don't know, is हमने last time बात की थी eclipse की.
Yeah.
Now eclipse takes place, we discuss twice a month.
Yes.
So you do agree कि आपकी chart, हमारी chart में, the sun will be in the 10th house for 1 month. Sun हमेशा एक घर में 1 महीने के लिए रहता है.
रहेगा.
And moon will have an eclipse in your house twice.
Yeah.
When that eclipse takes place, that's a good time for you to find a new job.
Twice in a month.
Twice in a year.
Oh, in a year.
That
Okay.
1 month, those 2 days are excellent time for you to go find a new job. Why? Because sun and moon are fast moving planets, and they do that. जब eclipse होता है घर में, it can cause a benefit. The minute the moon leaves the sun, it's a good time for you to get promotion. But that window is very small.
Small, yeah.
We usually focus on other stuff.
Right.
So we've covered aspects, we've covered house lords, we've covered house, we've covered drishti, we've covered everything.
Okay. Anything else?
Divisional charts.
Okay, still there are points. Okay.
Most important is divisional chart. So when you have a house, you have a kitchen, you have a bedroom, you have bathroom, you have other rooms. Now, if I want to know where is your food, hopefully I'll go to the kitchen.
Kitchen, yeah.
Pantry area. वहाँ पर you have a gas, you have meat, vegetables, dry fruit, whatever. Same way, अगर किसी का career पढ़ना है, we must look at the 10th D10 chart. Dashamsha chart कहते हैं.
Okay.
That is the chart we have to study to understand how successful you will be in your career,
Okay.
difficulties you will have in your career, pitfalls you'll have in your career.
Mhm.
So divisional chart, जो D10 होता है, we basically divide your 10th house into 10 parts.
Okay.
उससे we construct your D10 chart.
Oh,
Everything.
detailed.
That detailed. But that obviously we can't do on the radio show.
Of
उस पे
course.
time जाता है. But if you really, really, really want
Hmm.
detailed analysis of your career, how fast, how high you'll go, how successful you'll be, D10 chart पढ़नी पड़ती है.
So when somebody approaches you with a question about their career, you go like in so many layers.
We start by giving answers like this because this is easy.
Yeah.
Most of the answers we're giving on the radio will take some other astrologers also at least a good 5 to 7 minutes. It is faster, हमारा experience है. But then once we go into the D10
More
chart,
detailed, yeah.
then we have to study more. Your level of satisfaction. आपने कभी सोचा है कि some people work for 20 years in a field? They're not happy.
Yeah.
Why? Go study their D10 chart. Maybe Saturn is sitting somewhere on the 10th house which is causing frustration. But कुछ करते नहीं उसके बारे में. You have to learn to change. Life short है. Do what you like. पैसे अपने आप आ जाएंगे. I've always told people that. Follow your dream, follow what you like to do. Because happiness तो रहेगा. अगर आप खुशी नहीं हो तो what are you going to do?
Absolutely. That is so true. Very well said. So, I just had a question that when you were mentioning somebody is working for 20 years and still not happy. So, could it be because that person is putting efforts but not in the right path? Maybe the career is not right.
So we see that all the time. It could be career is not right. It could be the people they work with, the manager is not right. It could be they are not using their intellect.
So, but what can we do out if the manager is not right?
आपने कभी सुना है go find another job? आपने सुना है
Switch
कभी
the
कि
team, maybe.
how many times has somebody told you, yeah, I don't even have to use my brain in my job? People say that.
Yes, they do that. It doesn't challenge me anymore. I don't have to use my brain exactly.
The 5th house in the D10 chart is your intelligence. How well you can express. अगर वो घर damage हो गया, it doesn't mean you're not intelligent. It means you won't be able to use your intelligence in your job. So what I am trying to tell people on the show is very simple. Come to an astrologer. Come to me. We can help you. आपको job कब change करनी है? आपको कैसी job करनी है? How successful you will be in your job. Those are things we can guide you with. These are parameters we study every day.
And that is super easy. आप आराम से कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं डॉक्टर साकेत भाटिया को. These are 3 easy ways. सबसे पहले आप उनकी वेबसाइट पे जा सकते हैं जहां आपको उनका कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर मिलेगा, ऑफिस इन्फॉर्मेशन, एवरीथिंग यूल गेट इट देयर. saketbhatia.com है उनकी वेबसाइट. info@saketbhatia.com if you have any particular question. 408-639-5300 उनका डायरेक्ट नंबर 408-639-5300. और या फिर आप उनका शो सुनते रहिए which is every Tuesday 4 to 5 p.m. only on Radio Zindagi. So with that we have a caller waiting. Can we quickly take a call?
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hello, Namaste Bhatia ji.
Namaste, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing very well, thank you. You're putting me in a tight spot right now. आपका नाम क्या है?
शोभा है और मैं अपनी बेटी के लिए पूछना चाहती हूँ और आज उसका बर्थडे है.
Okay, happy birthday to her. What's her name?
दीपा.
Happy birthday, Deepa. If she's listening, if not, you can always tell her we wished her. So, what is
Sure.
Deepa's date of birth?
7th November 1994.
She's very young. Okay.
Very young, yeah.
Monday and time of birth?
2:30
Morning, evening, afternoon.
afternoon. Yeah.
14:30. Okay. And what is her place of birth?
California, Santa Clara.
Okay, local baby.
Local baby, yeah.
We don't get that many people from here. Acha,
Oh, really?
and what is your question?
क्वेश्चन यही है, बस आज उसका बर्थडे तो मैंने सोचा डॉक्टर है एंड वो आगे करने के लिए सोच रही है कि फेलोशिप करूं, तो कंटिन्यू करे या वेट करे, या उसके लिखा हुआ है नसीब में आगे पढ़ाई हो रही.
पढ़ाई तो लिखी है, पढ़ाई तो गारंटेड लिखी है. बट लेट मी एक्सप्लेन हर चार्ट. Let me just walk through her chart a little bit, right? So just to confirm, she's born November 7, 1994 at 2:30 in the afternoon in Santa Clara, right? Now she happens to be an Aquarius ascendant. और Aquarius का Lord Saturn होता है जो उसी के घर में बैठा है. जब तुम्हारा Lord अपने ही घर में बैठता है, it will make this chart very strong. Now granted, Saturn is not a good planet in general, but Saturn in her chart is a very strong planet. What it will do is it will make her personality better. She's very hardworking. Saturn at this degree, 11 degrees, in the ascendant chart is working in its full strength, और Saturn अपनी मूल त्रिकोण में बैठा है. Look at your daughter's Venus. वो भी मूल त्रिकोण में बैठा है. Granted, it is retrograde. It loses some of its strength, but it's a strong chart. We have to study your daughter's 11th house. That is the house of advanced degrees. Her advanced career. वहाँ moon बैठ गया. Moon is what? It's in a friendly sign. And what is moon? The planet of higher education, the planet of mind. But if we look at her 7th house, which is house of research, Jupiter, Sun, Rahu, Venus, Mercury, सारे बैठ गए. What is Venus? The planet of intelligence. Jupiter, luck. Sun, independence, surgery. Rahu, expansion. This is a very good chart. Her Mars is also sitting in. Only issue आपकी daughter की chart में जो Mars है, वो है debilitated. But obviously you can't get everything in a chart, ना? तो your daughter will study. उसकी दशा चल रही है, वो पढ़ेगी. She is going to study more, and you're really blessed. This is a very good chart.
Thank you. I am blessed. And she is very hardworking. वो जो paid off होता है ये hard work.
Saturn in that house at that degree and placement will do that. She is going to do well. Now don't be surprised if she even leaves California or she leaves the country for some time just to study, because वो भी दिखता है chart में. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. We have another caller. Can we quickly take a call?
Sure.
Hello, you're on air with Dr. Saket Bhatia.
Hi, Dr. Bhatia.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is Ankit Jain.
Yes.
And my date of birth is 25 July 1987.
Okay.
And place of birth is Hathras, Uttar Pradesh.
1 minute. Okay.
And my question is related to my
आपका टाइम क्या है?
7:35 in the evening.
7:35 in the evening. Okay.
मेरा क्वेश्चन कैरियर से रिलेटेड है. आई एम नॉट एबल टू चेंज माई जॉब और लाइक अच्छी पोजीशन घर वगैरह खरीदना है, तो वो सब कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा है. काफी कोशिश जारी है लेकिन मतलब अभी कुछ हो नहीं पा रहा उस चीज में.
So आपकी जो कुंडली बनती है, your Capricorn ascendant, your ascendant lord is sitting in the house of gains. तो अगर हम आपकी कुंडली डिटेल में स्टडी करें, you have आपका जो पुष्य नक्षत्र है आपका, your moon, I don't see, your Mars is debilitated. See, Mars जब debilitated होता है, it causes a person to miss many opportunities. थोड़ा सा, what is the right word I'm using for? The ability to stand up and the ability to take what is rightfully yours, you're missing that. वैसे आपकी कुंडली में Venus, Moon, Sun, Mars are all sitting in the house of business. Why are you working for somebody? आपके जो करियर का घर है उसमें Saturn और केतु पापकत्र योग बनाते हैं. तो my question is, why do you work for someone? कोई रीजन क्या है इसका? You never explored the chance you should start something?
मेरा वैसे तो फैमिली बिजनेस है, बट लाइक
Okay.
आई एम इन जॉब फॉर लास्ट 14 years and I moved here USA for job only. तो अगर बस में रहूंगा तो there is no chance of business.
Actually, you're wrong. You are wrong. You have a chance of business, but it starts in 2027. अभी अब केतु की दशा चल रही है, केतु न्यूट्रल है, केतु राहु की दशा है. I don't expect much to happen. You fortunately have to wait till June or July of 2024 for something positive and optimistic to happen. Wait till then, you will see something better. I'm not messenger of bad news, but ये कुंडली मैंने पहले ही कहा था कि this is not a career कुंडली, this is somebody who should be having his own business. Maybe 2027 में you'll say, okay, I want to expand my business here, I want to start something similar. But आप ऐसा करोगे? So start thinking those lines, okay?
मुझे इसी में था कि मतलब should I continue with this job or like shall I try to be in same job and try for business?
I think you can call me separately because we'll understand what profession you're doing. We'll have to study your D10 chart. We'll have to study from the sun, moon, ascendant. वो अभी होगा नहीं, बहुत टाइम जाएगा.
ठीक है डॉक्टर.
Call us. It'll be better for you. Now.
Sure.
Thank you so much for your call. 408-639-5300. Dr. Saket Bhatia का direct number है 408-639-5300.
So we won't get a chance to do most of the stuff we wanted to today.
Yes.
But 3 people came to me this week,
जी.
which is Monday and Tuesday, today. And I want to present their birth case charts here. I have already asked them and they said fine. जो पहला case था, they had a very strong 10th house. They had Sun and Mercury placed in the 10th house and they were running the Mahadasha of Jupiter. Jupiter was very well placed in its own house in the 2nd house. Now Jupiter की जो दृष्टि होती है वो straight 10th house पे जाती है. And because he has Sun and Mercury, we told him you'll have financial stability, career growth and basically a position of authority. अब देखना है वो कब होता है. The second case was, मैंने लिखा हुआ है, this person had Saturn in the 10th house, which is obviously going to create some stress. महादशा चल रही थी राहु की. राहु मार्स दोनों 7th house में बैठे थे, तो हमारी prediction थी Saturn in the 10th house will bring obstacles and challenges in your career. But in Rahu and Mars का जो influence है, that will lead to a sudden unpredicted job change, which is going to happen due to disputes at work. Mars is aggression. Mars का 4th aspect पड़ रहा है Saturn पे, और राहु का aspect ascendant पे पड़ रहा था. And case study 3, which already turned out to be true, this person had a very powerful 1st house, 10th house Rajyog. First is you, 10th is career. जब इनका राजयोग होता है, it creates wonderful stuff. And Venus was placed in the 5th house. तो हमने पहले ही कहा था, you're likely to have a significant career change which will bring you success and recognition. Venus था, he authored a book, he wrote a book, it is available on Amazon. He's done well, he's created a name, he's already come on NBC News, interviews हो रही हैं. So we predicted this for him and it's working out fine. Now, I wanted to talk a lot about D10 chart today. But हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है D10 चार्ट के लिए. We're going to run out. तो what we'll do is we'll do a little different thing today. आज हम एक birth chart discuss करते हैं. We'll discuss the birth chart of Virat Kohli.
Very interested.
अच्छा, तो I have taken my notes and I want to tell you why Virat Kohli is Virat Kohli today. What makes Virat Kohli's chart strong? Now, for all the listeners, Virat Kohli's chart is not stronger than your chart. सबकी chart strong है. Everybody has a beautiful chart. You just have to be in the right place at the right time and do the right thing. So, Virat Kohli needs no introduction. I'm not even going to say वो कौन है, क्या करते हैं, कैसे खेलते हैं. But he's born Saturday, November 5th, 1988. 10:28 in the morning, Delhi में. Okay, his nakshatra is Mula nakshatra, ascendant is Sagittarius. Okay, तो अब हम उनकी chart जब पढ़ते हैं, we see the most influential planet in his chart are Moon and Venus. Venus is satisfaction, happiness. It is debilitated in Virat Kohli's chart. अभी many astrologers कहेंगे debilitated planet अपनी दशा में खराब करते हैं. Yes, Virat Kohli did have some struggles. If you notice, he left for a while. He was gone. He was no longer captain. He had issues with people. क्योंकि ये जो Venus है ये 10th house में बैठा है. He had issues with the team coach. Remember?
Yes.
Team management. He was not the captain anymore. It's not end of life. Now, the important thing is he has परिवर्तन योग, जैसे हमने कहा था. परिवर्तन योग means जो 11th और जो 10th house है उनमें exchange हो गया. 10th is career, 11th क्या है? Gains, aspirations, fame. तो वो exchange हो गया. So they create a cycle. They create an endless cycle of hard work and fame. The minute he stops doing hard work, he won't be famous anymore. I'll give you an example. Name some cricketer you probably haven't even heard of, जो Indian cricket team के लिए play करते थे, because they're out of the limelight. So he has that in his chart. The minute he stops playing and stops becoming hardworking, he's not going to be famous anymore. Now his sun is debilitated in his chart. sun represents mind, father. Ketu is in the 9th house. 9th house father का घर होता है. Ketu in the 9th with debilitated sun caused loss of his father at an early age. He still didn't give up. Saturn, Mars, both aspect is 10th house. But Mars yoga कारक है. शनि इसका malefic planet है. It is not a good planet. शनि 3rd house का lord है. 3rd house is house of hobbies. वो चला गया 1st house में. He is only going to focus on his hobbies all the time.
Okay.
Right? And that's why he is doing well. Now, Saturn or Mars का जो योग है, that would be very harmful for a person. But 5th house में Jupiter जो है ना, 6th house, he is aspecting 5th में, and he makes sure कि he is going to do well. Virat's Jupiter is also retrograde. A good planet like Jupiter जब retrograde होता है, it takes away a lot of its luck. So he has to work harder than most people in order to do something better in life. 8th house moon 10th house में चला गया. Many people would say 8th house का lord खराब होता है, right? But sun and moon, when they are lord of 8th house, they don't become bad. They only become bad from medical astrology. Sun and moon are always good. You cannot say कि किसी की आत्मा और किसी का दिमाग खराब है. You can't say that. These are good things. Now, if you look at Virat's Navamsha chart, which is his planetary strength, you will realize कि जो sun है, it is not debilitated, but it is strongly placed. So जो debilitation का असर है वो थोड़ा खत्म हो जाता है. He moved past the death of his father. Navamsha chart में Venus is in the 12th house in the sign of Taurus. Debilitation का effect कम है. And it is a planet of luxury, relationships, well spending. And Jupiter sitting in its own house means it will give him money. ये तो overview था. Now if we start studying his chart, we can say जो moon है, it's in the sign of Leo. So mind is like a lion. Arrogant, not liked by most people, says what he wants on the face without caring for other people. He's proud, he's ambitious, never content with what he wants in life. Never content. He wants more. Sun तो हमने पहले ही कह दिया, it is debilitated, तो गुस्सा ज़्यादा आता है इसको. But what are some of the other things in his chart that are making him famous? परिवर्तन योग बोल दिया. हमने ये भी कह दिया कि third lord is sitting in the 1st house, so he goes after his hard work, he goes after his degrees, right? But Shadbala agar dekho, which is planetary strength, the strongest planet is Saturn. Saturn is what? The planet of suffering, the planet of hard work. So we can conclude that he works very hard. You cannot tell me this man is not working hard, and he is working harder than most people you know. He won a Padma Shri in 2017. He's even started his own charity. He does a lot of stuff. लग्ना लॉर्ड जो जुपिटर है वो 6th हाउस में बैठ गया. अभी 6th हाउस में जो प्लैनेट बैठता है, ही विल हैव विक्ट्री ओवर हिज एनिमीज. अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो रेट्रोग्रेड हो गया. दैट मींस enemies will also have victory over him, or he has to work harder to win, and that is typically what happens in cricket. The 5th lord Mars is sitting in the 4th house, which is a great combination. राज योग तो बहुत है इनकी चार्ट में. Then we went and studied his D10 chart. His D10 chart shows a very rosy picture. Saturn is exalted, Sun and Moon and Mars are sitting in good houses. So इनकी जो chart है, this is good. But when I studied his chart over the weekend, I saw 9th house में जो केतु है और जो Sun debilitated है, it caused his father to pass away, and I predicted at about 54, and I was right. His father passed away at 54. वो जो Saturn का transit था ना, Sun की debilitated Sun के ऊपर, और जो केतु की दशा चल रही थी, his father passed away in that. So the special pillars of his chart, special strength. 9th house में D10 chart में जो sun बैठा है, it is glory, fame. So this man, इनकी जो दशा चल रही है अभी, वो अभी start हुई है. You can be rest assured that he is going to be in the limelight for at least another 4 years. Beyond 4 years, I cannot say. I don't see much for him. But 4 साल तक तो he is going to be in the limelight. Another question is, will he be captain again? No. I don't see that happening in his chart. It is not happening. He always will have some stomach-related problems as he grows older. जो परिवर्तन योग है, he gets valor, dignity, public esteem, respect, and he has a government job. Technically speaking, the cricket team is part of the government. It's a government job.
Okay.
So that is also visible in Virat Kohli's chart. Raj Yog, Dhan Yog in the 10th and 11th house are very favorable. Right? So, जो Virat Kohli की chart है, we should not look at it as a very special chart. in my opinion, a debilitated sun, debilitated Venus, retrograde Jupiter, they are not good things. But this man has done something which only he could do. That's why he's Virat Kohli. So why can't you do something like him so you also stand apart? Loss of somebody's father at an early age is
enough to deviate somebody from a good path.
It stalls you completely. You lose your path, you lose your direction, right? So we have to understand कि हमारी chart भी ऐसी ही है. सबकी charts ऐसी होती हैं. These are just struggles. Either you sit back and say हमारा time खराब है and you start complaining to everybody, or you sit up and take action and say I want to improve my life, because that starts today. My purpose in this show is to motivate you to make sure कि you can do better. सबकी charts अच्छी ही है. Now, he has Mars placed in the 4th house of stability, Venus in the 10th house of career, passion, courage. In fact, when I was doing this show in the morning, my wife asked me, are you going to talk about his family? I said, yes. Dasha chal rahi hai Rahu ki. He should have another kid.
Oh, okay. That's the biggest speculation going around in the social media.
Dasha, I did not know. Dasha chal rahi hai, so he should have a child. He will devote a lot of time to his priorities and family. But mind you, jab cricket khatam hota hai career, he will take a back seat. He's not going to be the next Sunil Gavaskar or the next Tendulkar. He's going to take a back seat and spend time with his family. This man is not going to come in the limelight. Is he going to break more records? Yes. Ab to dasha chal rahi hai. For the next 4 years, this man is going to be unstoppable. And you, listeners, can also be unstoppable. Aapne sirf karna hai. Look at that lady that called. Her daughter is a doctor. She should be so proud. Her daughter is going to do incredibly well. She's going to travel to a foreign country. She should be happy. I mean, this in itself is a feat. Yes. This is not easy. Raising a good child who is socially, morally responsible, who knows how to stand on their own 2 feet to make a career and a name and a good, prestigious thing for themselves is not easy.
That's a big win for a parent.
For anybody.
Yes.
I mean, the kid herself, the little girl, should also feel proud that she is doing something which is nice. So, this is my interpretation of Virat Kohli's chart, that it's a great chart, but the key factors in his chart are mass appeal will be on the rise. People have not yet acknowledged his true worth. Not yet.
Okay.
Ab aayega time. He will donate more, more time to his family and children. However, the one thing he never gets in life is contentment, happiness. Success and hard work will take him in his career further than most people can. This, and it will be acknowledged, but इस आदमी को फिर भी खुशी नहीं मिलेगी इतनी.
That is so good to know, and I think कहीं ना कहीं वो एक hunger भी काम करती है कि when you are not content, then you work even harder, then you would try to achieve even higher goals. So hope that works for him well, and I really appreciate the mind-blowing motivation which you just slipped in between all those discussions about Virat Kohli ki Kundli, because anybody who's working hard, anybody who is really willing to change the course of their life can make it happen. So that was a wonderful note. Thank you so much for that. And listeners, with that, we are almost at the end of our show. आप सुन रहे थे Saket Bhatia Astrology Show. आप हमें सुनते हैं live every Tuesday 4 to 5 p.m. only on Radio Zindagi. बट आपको अगले हफ्ते तक रुकने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप साकेत जी से कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं by calling him 408-639-5300. That's the number. You can call him directly. 408-639-5300. saketbhatia.com is the website जहां आपको सारी information मिलेगी. info@saketbhatia.com is where you can write to him. And don't forget to tune in next Tuesday 4 to 5 p.m. With that, thank you so much, Saket ji, for joining us on air.
Thank you. And all the listeners of Radio Zindagi, have a happy Diwali.
Oh yes, this weekend it's Diwali.
Correct.
So हम next week फिर post Diwali बात करेंगे.
Post Diwali. But happy Diwali, happy Dhanteras to all the listeners. Have a good one. Enjoy time with your family.
Thank you so much. With that, listeners, this is RJ Vedika signing off. सुन रहे हैं आप रेडियो जिंदगी. बने रहिए रेडियो जिंदगी पर.